What YouTube? It's Flaherty here. I am back with a live hangout. Apologies, I've been gone also again, although I probably have uploaded maybe one or two videos, I can't remember. Maybe check on my phone. As you can tell, I don't sound as stuffy as I did before. But now all that drainage and congestion was up in my nose and my head is now going out through my throat, which makes it more scratchy, and it's going through the stages of just bleh. And I don't like bleh, but it happens. Good thing is though, I did get some sleep, so not many issues. Also, thank you guys for watching my concert on like 4 days ago, I think. That was also around the time while I was still not feeling good, but thank you guys for watching on that, and especially my gameplays, because I talk weird and all. Yeah. So, I dang cat, hold on, Dusty, what? I hear you, buddy, I know. Give me the thing. You want to do another video? Come on up. Ow, just don't hit that. Honestly, hey Dusty, stay up here. Just don't hop on the windowsill. Okay, also say hello to my cat. Say hi. Say hi, Dusty. He says hi. Can't see him though. Also, hopefully my mom shouldn't come in. I'm gonna have some chicken nuggets. Dusty, you can get your tail off my face. Cats. What I'm doing today is just maybe some chatting about college life. I know I think I've done videos before about college life, but I don't know if, no, I don't think I talked about college life. I probably did, but I'm a dummy dum-dum, so I forget things a lot. So yeah, so hold on. So, I know I have another laptop at my room, but I can't use that laptop for social media stuff because of the freaking this. I can get virus from stuff. Which would not be a good thing. We know we don't ever want any trying to think of a word. God dang, Dusty. Alright, Mr. Wingbutt. This is gonna be happening a lot. There you go. See you later. If I don't leave the door partially opened, I swear that cat will start pawing at the wire. I have a TV next to my door here, because this used to be my room that I'm in. And if I close the door freaking all the way when he's in here and he can't get out, he has to paw at the wire for the TV. I almost said table. Tables don't got wires for themselves. Which makes a little every time, and it gets annoying. So I have to actually get up off the freaking. It's annoying, but yay, cats. My throat. So that's why I'm also often singing today. But I will still post links for this meal stuff also. I'm now kind of on my DeviantArt. If you know my DeviantArt, but you probably don't, I will also post that in the description. Find me there and follow me if you wanna. Just so you can see what I do there, I guess. And or I have a link. I'll put in links for my fanfictions. Or no, fanfiction. I'm sorry. I do have that. I have fanfiction account, but it. Hold on. I have. Okay, I thought it was a cat. Never mind. I see the door open partially. I'm like, oh, is it a cat? Nope. I have a link for thin fiction, for my Wattpad, for also obviously YouTube, for Smule. There's one more. Well, of course, a link to my Google Plus, because you guys need to know that. Possibly, I don't know. Not for Twitter though. I did have a Twitter, but I forgot my account name or my password. I change my password a lot. I'm trying not to. It's hard, so I haven't changed my password recently. So yay. But okay. Well, I'm just gonna actually pull up some questions that are common for about college life. Common 36 questions. Like, this is from the U.S. News site I'm on here. So there's if you're just about to finish high school and or going to visit a college of your choosing, this is like when you're touring campuses. Now, the thing about when you're touring a college or going on a college tour, I should say, is that you need to take your time and be very like inquisitive about and think about, oh, is this going to have something I want to do in the future? And if it doesn't, well, take those courses that are there, because one advice I would say when going and starting college life is go to community college first. Because I know a lot of people who are in a university already. And university life is probably a lot more difficult than starting out in a community college. Because community college is basically where everybody can go. You don't have to stay in a dorm in a community college. At least I don't. Yeah, you don't. You get to stay home and go to school in that way, kind of like all the normal schools. And usually college life, like community college life, will have a majority of the stuff to help you get your associate's degree, which is what I'm getting. Mine's the Associate of Arts degree, which is pretty common, and so is the Associate of Science, and there's more, but I've forgotten. And also, actually, a cool thing about in community college is the students there. College students are probably really, and I'm not joking, really mature. And especially in my college, kids are always very mature, and they actually know. It's pretty amazing, because this particular students will actually go into very more detail about what they specifically want to major in. I have a few friends who are in that, and then there's some people who are not very as detailed like myself. I say I am trying actually to either get a degree in elementary school grade 5th teaching. And that doesn't mean I'm actually going to teach 5th grade. I'm trying to teach them maybe kindergarten to 1st grade, maybe. But it's also a pretty common area to be in. I get asked why I want to teach grade school. People have a lot of misconceptions that grade schoolers are the worst to teach, and actually they're not. I actually babysit a few times up at the school, or help some teachers if they have to do one thing, and especially the kindergartners. At a young age, they're taught, especially how to act, because I was substituting for a few minutes for a kindergarten teacher when they were off to get the teachers' photos in a group for maybe, I think, a yearbook or something. I can't remember. And in the morning, especially, because we all know kids don't like waking up early in the morning, but they all went to go wash their hands in line, and then when they're done washing their hands, they automatically, like they were told, go sit on the colorful floor and get a book to read. And they did that and stayed quiet. A few of them, though, they did ask me why I was here and where their teacher was, which is a nice thing, of course. But that's, again, I'm going off on a way different note here. So let's get back into about college life and the college visit especially. I did actually take a tour for my college, or community college actually, and uh, and I'm really happy that I did go on that tour, because the people who were um, 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 is that these students who are, I can't remember if they're like for a certain area or something, that are like showing around the campus really know what's going on, and that's very important. Um, a good tip also, just on a note here, is if you want to save up a lot more money for yourself, especially because university, you probably have to get a dorm, and that's expensive, and you don't know who you're going to be with. Um, um, is that you want to probably stay home and go to school. That's what I'm doing, and it'll save you more money. Now, it might be tough and difficult, but it's worth the risk. So, okay, so let's get into these first. I have 3 tabs opened up here for me to talk about, because this will be probably a long video. And I did set a timer for this, but I'll probably have to edit that out, because frankly, I don't like that timer, because I didn't know like how long I would be doing this. So let me try to find it. Give me a minute here. I'm trying to find me. And go to fur. Now, there's probably a bunch of other people who are gonna probably fill you in more about your college life, but again, I'm just one of them. Trying to fix this up. Why did I post it for tomorrow? Did not mean to do that. Trying to do something here. Now, again, this is just me going out here. Yeah, what is this? I'm trying to. I don't know. I'm gonna fix that. Trying to get to my page and then try to edit it. Computers. It's a tricky thing. Oh, there, I could just. No. Don't think I can change the timing. I'm sorry about the timing. I don't think that was correct. I messed up. The timing is weird. I don't know. So, oh well. Anyway, I added myself to watching. I'm a dumb. Anyway, so let's just focus on the questions. I'm just not gonna worry about my stupidity here. Okay, so anyway, so let's get started. Okay. Trying to find my link here. Now, obviously the obvious things you're going to ask is like, how much time do students typically spend on homework? That'll depend, I think, on like what subject you're kind of best at. Like, for me, as we all know, I am terrible at math. But again, it mostly depends on like, that's a hard question to ask though. Uh, Homework wise, it depends on how fast a worker you are, and especially like how many questions are being asked on homework. Because homework will sometimes, it can depend on the professor. For me on homework, I'm a semi procrastinator. I don't always procrastinate, but sometimes I do. But it's just to relax myself and my brain. For me, since I'm an art student partially, as a hobby though, for art it'll take me maybe half a day to be like finished for that homework. Math will probably take me a good hour, possibly at the least. But again, how much time do students typically spend on homework? That depends on the student themselves, really. That depends on you. Next, how much writing and reading are expected. Again, depends on what degree you're trying to get. Because you do have to get your courses finished, especially in writing. Now, like for me, British literature, you're always going to be writing. And most of your writing classes, you will be writing a lot. Especially like last year, I had to write constantly, and then post in response. My school has Blackboard. I don't know if other community colleges or universities use Blackboard, but we do, and I actually like Blackboard. There's just always a lot of issues, though, but the little bugs are always fixed. Reading, again, that varies and depends on the student, if they're always one to read or if they do clip notes. I know kids used to always do that, but again, that varies. Like for my online writing course that I'm in, British literature too, I don't usually read, but I do know some of the authors already, so it depends on you. This is all academic stuff, so like, what is the average class size of an introductory class? Big word again, I don't know, but for community college, they're kind of small. I know that because my classes are small. How small? I'm trying to remember. I think maybe 15 or 20 kids at least. Yeah, I'd say about 15, 20. Online class, I'm probably going to say again 20. I pulled up the wrong questionnaire. So I'm going to start that again. I messed up. I'm sorry. But this is for community college I'm going to go into, actually. Here's an overview, though. What is a community college? Well, now this is, to me, I think community college is like under university, but goes in like pre-college or pre-university stuff. But community colleges are like primary, like public higher educational institutes that are trying to strive to give affordable and like accessible educational opportunities to all the students. Now, again, in community college, an associate's degree, which takes about, how long do they say? About 2 years to complete full time, is usually the highest degree available at community colleges. Most community colleges are commuter schools, and they do not offer living facilities to students. So if you want a dorm, go to a university, not community college. Next question. How are community colleges different from four-year colleges and universities? Well, this is easy because the types of degrees that are offered is one of the main differences between a community college and a four-year college or university. Now, I saw here an article about an email by the person named Shanna Smith-Jaggers, who is apparently an assistant director of the Community College Research Center at Teachers College and Columbia University. And that said in an email that Almost all community colleges are open access, which means almost anyone who applies will be accepted. And usually, again, the highest degree a student can earn at a community college is an associate's degree. Most community colleges do not have residential facilities or for students. Now, the population of students tends to be older to the average of a community college student is 28. And that's according to the American Association of Community Colleges. And then another difference is four-year colleges and universities award bachelor's degrees, and many award graduate and doctoral degrees as well. Most also have a selective admissions that most community colleges then most community colleges. Because many four-year colleges and universities offer the living facilities to students. Mostly the full-time students at four-year colleges and universities are between the ages of, I would say 18 to 24, I think, yeah. So that's different. While in community colleges, the age varies though from, I think, maybe at least 18 and on. I can't remember. Next question, what are the benefits of attending a community college? Oh, that's a lot. The benefits are small class sizes, it's more affordable, it's convenient and, convenience and faculty who are focused on teaching as opposed to research are often cited as the main benefits of attending a community college. Because like my school, when I was searching for community college, most people I knew were going to Brookhaven. Now, Brookhaven's good and all, but it's much expensive. It's more expensive than where I'm at now, which is strange, but it is true. I can't remember the tuition fee for mine, but it is, or paying per semester, but it is definitely cheaper than Brookhaven. So spoiler there for you guys out there who are trying to go to Brookhaven in our little town of Texas. Number 4, what types of jobs are available to community college graduates? The most popular majors for community college graduates include the liberal arts, health professions, and business. That saying is according to like the National Center for Education Statistics. Some common jobs, though, for people with a community college education includes like registered nurses, managers, accountants, police officers, electricians, and diagnostic-related technologists. Again, it's according to a report by, again, the Center of Education and the workforce at Georgetown University, what I've heard again. I think there's other jobs in a community college are like for, well, I might be wrong actually, so ignore that. Next one. Now this the last question about an overview of the college is, what is a technical college? Technical colleges tend to focus on credentials that that lead directly to the workforce. Again, Shanna Smith-Jaggers, who is the assistant director of the Community College Research Center at Teachers College in Columbia University, again stated in an email, some community colleges are technical colleges, while others are transfer focused. And other community colleges offer a blend of both kinds of educational programs. Again. So that's it. Okay, sorry. Here, people. Okay, so many things are popping up that I don't know why. Again, apologies for my voice. I am not feeling good still. Okay, so now let's go into questions about the applying for a community college. Do I have to apply for admission to attend a community college now? This is a pretty frequent question. Students may have to submit an application. I did. But again, most community colleges have open admissions policies This means that the students typically don't have to fulfill any academic requirements or compete with others for admissions. Almost anyone who applies to a community college with open admissions, again, is accepted. However, many community colleges may have selective admissions to certain high-demand programs like, again, nursing. Again, Ms. Jagger's assistant director of the Community College Research Center at Teachers College, Columbia University, stated this in an email. But if a student doesn't qualify for a specific program, there is generally another program he or she may enroll in. And another important thing is community colleges usually review and admit applicants year-round. So I think, I don't remember if I had to. I know I applied, but whenever I was trying to get into a course, I had to take a test. Again, I had to take it twice. It was math. So, and I failed twice by almost 2 points, I think, if I'm right. Which we'll place in a different class. Anyway, but I'll probably get more detail into that later. Number 2, no, I'm sorry. I skipped there. Yeah, number 2, I'm sorry, I'm a dummy. Do I need a high school diploma or its equivalent to enroll in a community college? That's a frequently asked question. Not usually. That depends and varies on the community college you're actually going to. Mine's, I don't think I did. I can't recall. I don't remember what they asked if I did. But maybe, I don't know. Most community colleges offer open admissions, which means that applicants do not have to fulfill any academic requirements in order to enroll. There you go. Can I attend community college while still in high school? At my school, yes, I do. I remember one year, or I think it was last year, that I had a high schooler in my classroom, a few high schoolers in my classroom, who were still attending high school and like doing dual enrollment courses. So yes, in my school at Collin, you can do that. Again, but most high schoolers can take the college courses at a community college, usually within a dual enrollment program. In the programs, high school students take courses at a community college and receive both high school and college credits. Sometimes these courses are held at the student's high school, and some of the times, they're usually at a high school area. Next one, can I enroll in just 1 or 2 courses at a community college? Yes, about 60% of all community college students attend part-time, according to the 2014 fact sheet from the American Association of Community Colleges. I know that because, well, I'm in more than one course. Number 5, are any placement tests I need to take to register for community colleges? I had to take a placement test, especially in the math area because, well, I was never good at math. But most new students at community colleges have to take placement tests before registering for classes. I only had to take one because, I had to take more than one, but the others weren't that long. But I did take a placement test. Yeah, I'm sorry. I did take a placement test because I whizzed by for my reading and writing stuff, but math was more difficult for me. Because community colleges use the scores from these exams or tests, really, to determine if a student should complete remedial coursework or developmental education, as it is sometimes called, before a student enrolls in a college-level classes. This is according to Community College Research Center at Teachers College in Columbia University. I had to take maybe one developmental class, or fundamental, I'm sorry. Or I think maybe it's an introductory class, I can't remember, into college algebra because I'm terrible at algebra. But yeah, so what is a remedial education and coursework? This is an interesting question. Remedial education is, or sometimes called developmental education. It prepares new college students for college-level courses. College students who do not possess the necessary skills to be successful in college-level courses based upon the placement tests, are technically advised to take remedial courses, which is according to the report from National Center for Education Statistics. It's said close to 70% of community college students enroll in at least one remedial course, which is from the American Association of Community Colleges. I took one because, again, for math. um, Now, most community colleges offer developmental courses for institutional credits, as stated by Jaggers from Columbia University. Now, this means that students enrolled in these courses are a part of an accredited program and qualify for federal financial aid. Wait, then I probably didn't take remedial. I'm sorry. But the classes do not count. Yeah, I did this. They don't count toward the graduation requirements. So they don't usually count for your credit. That's what I had. I didn't get my course. I didn't get my math fundamental counted, so I didn't get any credit from that. So, but now I think this course I will get counted for. I automatically moved into regular college algebra now. Can I attend a community college outside of my hometown or state? You can, but I wouldn't suggest it because you'll probably pay more. But Jaggers here, again, slated comment, but it was said in an email by Jaggers, who, again, like I'll say it again, is the assistant director of Community College Research Center at Teachers College in Columbia University, that some districts offer lower tuition to in-district students like me. I am not, my area is not in the, Brookhaven is not in the area I'm in. I'm not in its district. I'm in the Collin district, I think. I think I am. Or Frisco district, whatever the district was called. I am in that district. Hold on. My mom's coming with my food. Sorry, give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I had to get me my lunch. I got McDonald's. Yee! And the fries are nice and salty. Okay, so back what I was talking about. Is can I attend community college outside my hometown? Yes. Again, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. But again, this is typically true. But students typically attend the closest or most convenient community college. Most don't seem to shop around, end quote there, for different colleges, probably because they need something that is nearby to work for or family obligations. I don't think that for me is happening, but I certainly just want to stay closer to my home. Out of district and out of state residents are sometimes charged a higher tuition. Mine's is not. Let me see the different. Let me look that up about the tuition thing. Who is calling me? I'm talking. No. People, I am doing something here. Sorry. People keep trying to call me, and I am not currently available. Let's continue. So I'm trying to look up for out of state tuition college. State. I spelled in-state wrong with the three. Okay, so this is again with the health resource. Let me see. Cost difference. Okay, here's one. The cost difference for in-state versus out-of-state tuition. This is in Maryland. I want Texas. I can't press the X button. Hopefully this will cover it. I wanted to look for Texas if there's Texas students. I think I pulled it up. I don't know. In the Dallas area or not? Okay, so this is all for Texas. So anybody who's out there in Texas, here is the in district, out of district, and non-resident costs. Alamo Community College, Northwest Vista College, Alamo Community College District. In district for tuitions and fees is $2,008. Then out of district is $5,470, while non-resident is $10,660. The books and supplies, I should just go in order for total costs usually. But for in district at Alamo Community College, in district for the tuition and fees is, like I said, $2,008. Books and supplies is $2,075. Room and board is should be okay. Is roughly around 8,000. And transportation 2,000. Other costs will be around 3,000. So your total will probably be like $17,859. I'll probably just go for total cost because it's a lot of talking. Out of district, your total cost will be around $21,000 while the not residential is 26, so it's more. This will be the same for all the Alamos areas, different colleges. This will follow with Northwest Vista, Palo Alto College, San Antonio College, St. Philip's College. Now, at Alabama Community College, your total will be in district will be around 10,000 to 11,000 between, like, so it's $10,850. Out of district is $12,200, $13,700 for non-residents. Amarillo, in district, $14,523. The next would be $15,813 if you're out of district, $17,733 if you're non-residential. Angelina College, it's kind of going up by 1,000 here, but in district is like $15,740. Out of district, $17,000 exact, and non-residential is $18,380. I'll put a link in the description where I found this. I don't know if it's like upgraded or something, or if it's always like this. To my area, I'm trying to find Colin if I can. Okay, so here for me, Collin County Community College District. I'm I think in district. Yeah. So my tuition fees is $1,220. Books and supplies, if I'm right, is $1,500. Room and board, I don't really think they have a room and board, but I don't know, is $9,668. And then transportation, transportation is $2,666, and other fees or other stuff is $1,926. So my total will be like $16,980, almost $1,700. $17,000, my bad. Out of district, that'll be $18,150, and then non-residential is $19,950. So, yeah. Again, I will post the link to this if you are going to these colleges. Some of these will not have an added district. Right around Stephen F. Austin State University, this will not have an out of district area. Like, will not have an out of district or in district. It'll be resident or non-resident. That's all. So until you like hit Temple College, which then will go back to in district, out of district, non-resident. But then Texas A&M is a resident, non-resident. These would be like universities. It doesn't hit with college, like community college and all that. But yeah, so I will post a link to this to find this on my page here. So let me post that here. I'm a little hungry right now. Oh, now if you're in Texas, the area I'm in, there you go. Hold on. I think that's probably it. Yeah. Okay, so hold on. Oh, super hungry. Got shush. Not need to. Ow, Dr. Pepper. Press the button. So many buttons to push. I'm ready to push my button. Okay, so next question. Is it easy to transfer to a four-year college or university from a community college? Now this is kind of hard to answer, but the ease of transferring community college to a four-year college / university, it varies greatly based on a lot of factors. Is the state or of residence, the educational institutions involved, and even the students' organizational skills, which I have none. Now, this is quoting from Mullen, who's an expert who formerly worked at the American Association of Community Colleges. They stated, by and large, I think it is fairly easy to transfer to one. Now, he also says that students should be aware that there are always caveats, I think it's called, yeah. A student may not be able to go to the particular four-year college or university that they wanted to. For example, that was an example. Students can take advantage of articulation agreements, which generally confirm that the credits earned at one institution will apply at another. This will make the process easier, but policies vary greatly state by state and institution by institution. Community college students consider or would consider transferring should start thinking about their educational goals and plan for transferring as soon as possible. Next, what is the typical transfer relationship between a state's community colleges and public four-year colleges and universities? It varies. Some states have like smoother transfer systems than others, or again, that's stated by Smith-Jaggers. Now, within a given state, some community colleges have better transfer relationships with some specific four-year colleges than others. Articulation agreements can make the process way smoother, so definitely check that out. These agreements are between the educational institutions and between, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Let me get a drink first. I can't talk. Come here. These agreements are between educational institutions and allowing students to move seamlessly from one institution to the other while minimizing their loss of earned academic credits. Now, before, and one question about the, where was it? Remedial education courses. I did take one, I'm sorry, yes, my first year, and I'm still actually in that course. And again, like I said before, 70% of community college students do enroll in at least one remedial course. I'm still in that one remedial course. But yes, the course I am is my college algebra. Because I didn't pass the last 2 times. Those were my fault. I didn't focus, and I didn't. Tip for this right here is no matter what, do not accept any zeros. Because we're doing math lab and all this. Not meth lab, math, MATH lab. Do not accept giving in zeros. No matter what. Even if it's a 50, go with it. Go with it. It's better than a 0. I know that because my mom keeps telling me this. Okay, so continuing on from question number 9 here about the typical transfer relationships. Now, whether or not a student's school has an agreement in place, early planning helps. Again, always early planning. And the students should choose their destination of a four-year college and program as soon as in advance as possible, and then make sure they are taking the right courses at the community college. That's important. And in terms of the courses, the four-year institution will accept for graduation requirements in the student's student's desired degree program. That's really important to remember. What I'm trying to actually take in becoming a teacher or counselor is depends. I have to see, because hopefully it's in North Texas or another school that my mom heard about. I can't remember. Like, I really want to go to North Texas University. But I have to I have to have like specific courses in order hopefully to get into North Texas. But I don't know. I'm already in almost my second year of college life, so yay! Now on to the academic life. What kind of credentials can be earned at a community college? Community colleges, they always will mainly award associate degrees and post-secondary certificates. Associate degrees usually take about 2 years to complete full-time. Certificates can take anywhere from a few months to several years to complete, so it depends. Like me, my art associates of art degree will take 2 years. Now, an interesting question is, can I earn a bachelor's degree at a community college? Now, although it's not very common, some community colleges will award bachelor's degrees. Usually, sorry, let me finish my food here. Now, because usually bachelor's degree program offerings at community colleges, they are very limited. So you'd be lucky, because my school does not, I don't think, have a bachelor's degree. Possibly, I don't remember. Now we're going to go into the associate's degree and certificate. So like what they are. Now, associate's degree is an undergraduate degree that typically takes at least 2 years to complete full time. There are mainly 3 types of associate's degree. That is an Associate of Arts degree, which is what I am and getting in, an Associate of Science, and an Associate of Applied Science. That's according to the Georgetown University's Center of Education and Workforce. Now, the Associate of Arts and the Associate of Science degrees are often used as pathways to a bachelor's degree. These programs are considered condensed versions of bachelor's degree programs, as they include a mix of general education requirements and elective coursework. That's according to the CEW report, though. And then Associate of Science, Applied Science degree programs are usually focused on a particular occupation and appeal to those who want to enter the workforce immediately upon graduation. And now, certificate. This is post-secondary certificates are awarded by educational institutions, but usually do not take as long to earn as a degree. Certificates can take anywhere from a few months to several years to complete, depending on the program you're taking. Most certificate programs are highly focused on specific fields and are geared toward particular occupations. Common certificate fields of studies include healthcare, cosmetology, auto mechanics, and computer information services. But that's, again, according to Center of Education and the Workforce at Georgetown University. That's according to them. Also, post-secondary certificates are earned for college credits, and thus the course could eventually be applied toward graduation requirements in a formal degree program, like such as in the associate's degree program. Sorry, excuse me. Now these certificates are different from industry-based certifications, like such as Microsoft certification. As Mullen has said, industry-based certifications are awarded by non-education entities. However, sometimes classes at community colleges may embed learning activities that prepare students to earn these important credentials. Sometimes, so. Next, once again, how long does it take to earn an associate's degree or certificate from a community college? Like I said before, associate degrees take usually up to 2 years to complete full-time. The time to complete a post-secondary certificate, again, depends on the field of study and the extent of the program, but the majority of certificate programs can be completed in less than 1 year, but that's according to Georgetown University's Center of Education and Workforce. What can I do with the certificate from a community college? Certificates are offered in a variety of academic disciplines and no, sorry, my parents talking. And could be used to pursue a better job in like a number of industries. The common fields include auto mechanic, construction trades, computer and information services, businesses, and office managements, transportation and materials, moving, healthcare, and of course cosmetology. But that's again according to Center on Education and the Workforce in Georgetown University. Individuals who possess a post-secondary certificate earn nearly 40% more than a high school graduate when they work in the field they study. But that's according to the CEW report. Okay, next. Awesome. These questions are right here. These are the frequently asked questions for community colleges. You're free to ask me questions right now, and I think you can, possibly, I don't know. Or comment with questions in the comment section, and I'll be sure to answer them like in the next video or something, because I will do more college Q&As or college life stuff, so please. I shouldn't say college life, I should say community college life. I'm sorry. There you go. I'm hungry also. Now, that's a good question here. Are the instructors at community colleges of the same quality as those at four-year colleges and universities? Now, this is interesting, but it evaluating instructor quality at a community college depends on how you compare instructors at community colleges to those at a four-year college or a university. Community college instructors spend most of their time teaching and working with students, which is according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. They usually don't spend as much time working on research as their counterparts at four-year institutions. The four-year institution instructors do focus mainly or spend more time working on the research stuff, but community college instructors mainly focus on the students and helping and teaching. That was also told by me, one of my instructors. I can't remember which one though. I think maybe my math. Maybe my math or yeah, I think my math teacher did actually tell me that. Well, actually, yesterday she told me that. Okay, so as I actually just said about this, but at large research universities, professors usually, again, spend a good amount of time conducting original research, but spend less time teaching. But this is according to the BLS. So, and then finally, instructors at both types of institutions most usually have at least a graduate's degree. How many hours per week per course should I expect to study out of class? For every 1 hour of lecture per week, students should actually plan to study for at least 2 hours per week, but that's what some experts say. That's about 30 hours per week for a student taking about 5 classes. I have 12 hours per week because I had taking 4 classes, 1 online and 3 in class, or 3 on the campus. But again, 30 hours per week is for a student taking 5 classes. Each course usually requires about 3 hours of lecture per week. I'll just say sometimes there's no lectures, but those are just given. What's the difference between credit and non-credit classes? Which I actually have a class that is non-credit. I'm still in it. Need a french fry. Classes that are earned for credit count toward graduation requirements and in a accredited program of study. Again, such as the associate degree program. Non-credit classes do not count toward graduation requirements. These courses are generally for unaccredited programs, certifications, or exam prep, and they don't qualify for federal financial aid. Do most community colleges offer online courses? Yes, I'm actually in an online course, which is my British Literature 2. At Collin Community College, they don't have British Literature 2 at the school itself or any of the campuses. They're usually, that class is online. I think maybe, and especially some of the math classes I actually am planning to take, it will be online as well for lab stuff. Most students who take online courses at community colleges take 1 or 2 online classes per semester for the sake of flexibility around a work schedule. I don't actually have a work schedule, but it is very convenient for me to have. And it gets me in like my zone here, and I can actually focus without any noises or distractions in a classroom like I would usually have. But they also fill out the rest of their schedule with face-to-face classes. Online classes at a community college can offer benefits such as convenience and affordability, according to some experts. Okay, so, and last question for academic life. Do community colleges offer evening or weekend classes to cater to students who work full-time? That it does. However, many community colleges offer a limited number of evening and weekend classes, so students who need flexibility may have to take online courses instead. So that's the last of that academic life questions. Now we're getting into the student life. What's the profile of an average community college student? This is interesting. The average age of a community college student is 28. About 2/3 of community college students attend school part-time. Most students will work either part-time or full-time. Close to about half of community college students belong to a racial or ethnic minority, and about 1/3 of community college students are the first in their family to go to college. But that's according to the 2014 fact sheet from the American Association of Community Colleges. Says my mom didn't go to college, no offense there, but I'm the first, and I think probably from her, I don't know. No, wait, no, my grandma did go to college, but I'm actually, with my mom, literally, I'm her first child to go to college, since she didn't. I think, I don't know, it's interesting how they say this. Next, do international students attend community college? Actually, yes. I'd say about close to 88,000 international students do attend community colleges during the 2013-2014 school year. But that's according to the data from the Institute of International Education. I don't know about now. Community colleges can serve as a gateway for international students to attend four-year colleges and universities through the 2+2 transfer agreements, which is a type of articulation agreement, according to a report. Again, I'm not going to say this whole name here, but I'll say AACC. In the programs, though, students will spend 2 years at a community college, then transfer to a four-year college or university for the remainder of their degree program, however long that degree program lasts. That's up to them. Prospective students can research U.S. community colleges by visiting individual community college websites and the AACC. Wow, I actually just made up that name by myself, but I guess it is real. At the AACC website, and among other resources as well. What is the social scene at community colleges? Now, at my school, the scene there is some of the times they will be older. The atmosphere, though, is drastically different from that, like what I would think at a residential four-year college and university, which would be loud and filled to the brim with chit-chat. My classes are pretty quiet, which is new, but sometimes there's minor talking, but not as a lot. And it's really friendly, too. But I'll go into more detail here. Community colleges are typically commuter schools. I keep getting those words mixed up in my mind right now. The average age of students at community college tends to be older. Sorry, it's hard to eat and talk. Many community colleges will offer a selection of student organizations that students can become involved with, but the social atmosphere, again, at community colleges tends to be drastically different than, again, from the residential four-year community colleges and universities. Do community colleges offer extracurricular activities? Despite the notion that community colleges offer limited opportunities to connect with other students outside class, definitely most community colleges offer a variety of student clubs and organizations that allow students to socialize with others. Many offer athletic opportunities too. Dozens of community colleges compete against one another in sports or are members of the National Junior College Athletic Association. Campus services. Do community colleges offer career services to students and graduates? Many community colleges do offer or have career services offices that offer resources such as career counseling or workshops or creating resumes, for example. Another benefit is that the community college instructors typically have a background in industry, not academia. Academia is the typical background of instructors at four-year colleges and universities. Community college instructors may be able to offer their students a real-world perspective on the field that they are studying in. What types of opportunities do community colleges offer non-traditional adult learners? The type of services available at community colleges vary, again, by institution. But many offer some resources to assist non-traditional adult learners who may be juggling schoolwork with school with work or family and other obligations. Some students at community colleges may be able to earn credit for what they already know, such as through if they've already done a job or have been in the military via prior learning assessments. I have some friends who were in the military and knew some stuff, especially one last year that was in the military. And then some community colleges offer daycare centers for children. I do know some people some of the students at my school do have children and do take them to a daycare center. And again, they do have daycare centers for students' children and flexible course delivery options, such as online and evening and or weekend classes. What types of services do community college offer to military veterans? Most community colleges have programs or service specifically designed to assist members of the military and or veterans. According to a report from the AACC. At some colleges, this may include campus centers designed for veterans to network and receive services, such as tutoring. Others may offer veterans credit for prior experience in the military. And I think some of the times they'll offer early admissions to veterans, I think, if I'm correct. But again, that's only to the veterans and military, nobody else. Okay, so next. Do community colleges offer dorms? That's a common asked question. Students who are exiting, the graduates from high school will think they do, but they don't. Mine doesn't. Most community colleges don't actually offer housing to students. There are fewer than 50 community colleges in the U.S., or at least that's what I recall, that do offer residential facilities to the students. But that's like way back, according to like a 2013 report from the AACC. The international students considering community college may want to look actually into homestay programs where students pay a fee to stay in a private room of a host family or individual near the school. I think I remember one person doing that. I can't remember. What type and finally for this area here, what types of services do community colleges offer to English language learners? Oh, that's a good question. Many community colleges offer English language classes to students whose first language is not English, which can actually help prepare them for a college-level English writing class. Community colleges may be a good fit for international students because they generally have low tuition rates and offer students an easier transition to U.S.-style academics. That's what experts have told the U.S. News, though. Okay, so fun question here, the cost and financial aid. How do community college costs compare with those of four-year colleges and universities? I just posted the link in the description for this video. The costs for between, actually it has a list of community colleges and universities, but only in Texas. So if you live in Texas is interesting. I don't know if it's up to date, but probably. I don't know. But if you're in another state, you're screwed there. You have to look for yourself, though. No, this is true. Community colleges tend to be considerably cheaper than a four-year college or university. Now this, for example, is back in 2011-2012 academic year. But the average total tuition, fees, and room and board rates at all two-year institutions in the U.S. was about $9,000. But again, that was nearing the 2011-2012 academic year. But that was according to also the most recent data available from the NCEST. The average total tuition fees, room, and board rates at all four-year institutions in the U.S., again, that year, was about $23,000 during that same year. Do community colleges offer financial aid? Yes. About 60% of community college students who apply for financial aid and receive some but then again, that's according to AACC. Federal grants, federal loans, state aid, and institutional aid are among the types of financial aid awarded to community college students. Students considering community college should avoid costly financial aid mistakes, such as borrowing too much, and may want to budget for unexpected costs, such as transportation or food. That's why you get your parents to help drive you to school. That's what I do. Okay, so next, I think this might be the last question for this page here. I'm sternum. Ow. And finally, for this page, I only have more pages to show you. Do I have to pay for remedial classes? Yes, you sadly have to. I know they don't count to your credits, but you still got to pay for them. I know, because this is the third time I have to do it and pay more money for that. Yay. But for most students, though, this cost can be covered by financial aid. Again, that's by Jaggers, who's the Assistant Director of Community College Research Center at Teachers College and Columbia University, has stated. I will post a link to this questionnaire thing, so you may see for yourself that I have actually been reading off of it, but some of the stuff I have told you was outside of this site, so yeah. Let me just copy this for me. But yeah, so. I will post these links to the questions or that are frequently asked. And I also would say if you have Google, just type in questions about, I shouldn't say college though, I should say community college though. Because these will definitely help you. Man, these fries are delicious. Ow. Let's go to these 20 asked questions here. Oh, I could just say I'm already a college student over there, but that's not what I really want. Okay, so these are, now for you guys to ask colleges, here's these questions, and I also copy this link here to top 20 questions to ask a college. Because if you're going to visit a college, definitely ask these questions, because these are also important for you. So here's the questions. Number 1, how many students apply each year to the school and how many are accepted? This should also be available on the school's website, but if it's not, ask. Number 2, what are the average grade point average, or GPA, ACT or SAT, scores for students accepted? Number 3, does the college look at each ACT or SAT test separately, or can students submit scores from different test dates, such as the math score from an SAT test taken in July and a critical reading score from a September SAT test? And number 4, does the school give academic credit for AP, IB high school courses? You might want to look up what AP or IB high school courses are. Although, I already know what that is. Number 5, are freshman courses taught by professors or teaching assistants? Number 6, what is the teacher-to-student ratio? Number 7, when is it necessary to declare a major? That's very important. Number 8, what are the academic requirements for my degree program or major? Make sure you ask or tell them what your major will probably be, if you already know though. Number 9, what percentage of students graduate in 4 years, and how many go on to complete a master's degree? What is the average school class size, and the programs I am interested in. Maybe look at the programs you're interested in and or ask them that. So next, what teaching methods are used for my degree program? It's a lecture or group discussion, field work, etc. Next, what are the student body demographics? Hopefully they know. Next, what percentage of student body belongs to the Greek system? I'm sorry, I skipped a question. I'm sorry, let me go back. What percentage of college students live on campus in dorms versus off campus in apartments or at home? And then what percentage of the student body belongs to a Greek system? Next, how much did the cost of room and board tuition fees go up from last year? Another question, what are the deadlines for admissions and financial aid applications? Next, can I apply to the school early decision or early action? When is my admission status decided and when will I be notified? Number 19, what percentage of students receive financial aid at the college? And finally, what kind of job placement programs are available for students? So that's that to ask for college. So then here's 10 things I would say if you are going to a college or university, the 10 things to do on your campus visit. Like how can you make the most of your college visits? Now, no college search, again, would be complete without a campus visit to college, university, and or community colleges options in your area. I certainly did this before I applied. So here we go. Now, number one, the one thing you want to do, the first thing you want to do is definitely take a campus tour. Campus tours are a great place to start your campus visit. First, you'll learn about the campus landmarks, the history of the school, and a little bit about the campus lifestyle you'll be living in. And you'll also meet other prospective students, so you can compare notes about that school and other colleges and universities you're visiting. Next, the second thing you definitely want to do is, or if you can, is sit in on a class. Attending a class in your study area of interest lets you get a feel for class size, structure, and the learning style. I didn't get to do this because, well, the person who was giving us the tour didn't really show us this. For a better idea of the school's coursework and teaching philosophies, consider sitting in on maybe 2 or 3 classes and talk to professor after class. Number 3, read a student newspaper. College newspapers help you gauge the issues that students on campus care about and what social and academic events occurred during the school year. This is important. Well, semi-important, I'm guessing. You'll find college newspapers in common areas such as the cafeterias, or what my place technically called instead of cafeterias, the Cougar Den, and building entry halls. Number 4, this is very, very important, and it actually is related to the last thing I talked about, which is the 20 questions to ask at college. But this is number 4, make a list of questions. This is very important. Create a list of questions for admissions officers, financial aid representatives, faculty, and students, and bring it with you to each school you go to. Thinking through your questions before you visit colleges and universities will make your college search much, much easier. Next, number 5, talk to students. Ask current students of the university or college or community college about the student culture. Are the Greek fraternities and sororities? If so, how much do they dominate the school's social life? Are there clubs and activities you can join? How big a party school is it? Don't be too swayed by what individual students like or dislike about the social scene. Just get the facts and then determine what works best for you. Number 6, Live the student lifestyle. If possible, stay overnight in the dorms, if there are dorms, but not in community college usually. Um, walk through the library and eat in the school cafeteria. This gives you a chance to act like a student for a day and see if you like it. Number 7, go to a game or a campus party, but this is mainly in a university. My school does not actually have a game or a campus party usually. Attending a college game or a party gives you additional firsthand insight into campus culture. Strict parents, get there okay before you head off to that party. Number 8, check book prices at the bookstore. Look at course offerings and textbook pricing. This is important. Be sure to check prices on books that may be required for your intended program so you know how much to budget for books if you attend that college or university or community college. Number 9, this is also very important. Take a tour of the surrounding town. Not all your time in college will be spent in a classroom. Scope out the surrounding town to see what types of restaurants, clubs, stores, and other establishments exist. And 10, talk to a financial advisor. This is very important. A financial advisor can help you find out about potential scholarships and grants you may be eligible for. I was eligible for a scholarship for my ADD. So I didn't get to take that chance though, but I was able to get that scholarship, but I didn't do it though. Here are some tips though that are also very important for college visits. Tips. This is college visit tips and tactics. The first tip is make sure you give yourself enough time at each school to really get a sense of the campus and academic offerings. Another tip, try to visit schools when classes are in session to get a better idea of academic and student life. The third tip, get business cards from admissions officers, financial aid reps, and professors you meet. Write down the contact information for students who gave you helpful information. This allows you to send thank you notes to people who've helped you out and to ask any follow-up questions you have. And finally, active in sports or high school organizations, talk to college coaches or the leaders of the groups you think you'll want to participate in. So this is also important. And this is from Campus Explorer. These are also very important questions to ask. Yeah. So, or did I already copy this? I think I probably copied that already. And for the third website, so now I'm actually going to show you my school. So let's get started. I'm going to talk about my school though. Now, my school is at Collin. It's called Collin College, and I love it so far. And I could especially say, if I personally know you, or if you ask me questions about the school and you probably want to go to the school, I will send you the link to my school. Because it's probably the last thing I have to do, because I have another live hangout to hang out with a friend, Shadow Strike, and I will also send a link to that. My school is pretty freaking good. I enjoy all the teachers there. They really are very helpful. If you want to go to Collin, if you're in, well, mainly if you're in my area, definitely check it out. It is really sweet. Nothing against Brookhaven or anything, but Collin really is pretty cheap, and I really am grateful to that. They are very helpful. The admissions, there's office, very helpful. They really gave me and my family pretty good tips. But again, that's just to me. So anyway, so I'm done with this video. I'm gonna insert in the description the links to both all my Gmail, my fanfiction profiles, my DeviantArt account, to my Smule account and to my Wattpad account, so you can find me on those and check everything out. So let me pull up those 1, 2, 4 things. Okay, so now let me just get to that bookmark. See, where are you? A thing likes to disappear. I don't like that. Whee! Oh, and I guess I should also do to my quotas. That's another thing I forgot to add in. Dum. Get back here, the bookmark. My bookmark disappeared on me again. Where are you? Right. Hey, there's a sign in button. Oh. I didn't have the sign in them right there. Derp. Derpy. What was the last one I had? DeviantArt derp. Please hope that I remember my username again. Okay, good, I'm signing still. Okie dokies. Okie dokie smoky. Okay, so I found the links to my stuff. So, well, I'm not fully done yet. So up here. Click here. Yeah, I forgot my small account. Derp. Derp. So if you ever want to find me on my accounts, I will always have a link to this. I meant to say links. I can't read. But these are all my links to my stuff if you want to find me on it. Because, heck, I am always around. I always gotta do something online. And, of course, quoted. I forgot. Quoted wrong. And boop. And I actually have to fill in for my Google Plus. Google. I'm over the line here, man. And here. And anyway, so I'm glad you guys stayed around to listen to me talk a lot about this. But everybody, it's very important though that you do go to college. Anyway, your girl Flirty here's gotta go. I shall see you in the next live video.